It is January the 13th, 2022. I'm Andy. And this is the Minorcan Mullet Report from the wreck site as well as the Port of Brunswick today. And we hope it is not the sunset of the VB 10,000. But the news we're getting out of Mexico right now, down around Carmen, isn't that great? We understand there's supposed to be some sort of plan that's presented on the 16th of this month for the removal of the VB, getting it off there. We know that there's a reef in there. Not really familiar with the area, but it looks like it could be some problems, and we're hoping they can get that worked out. Well, out at the site today, the Pacific was still working on those pilings, and it looks to us like they are just about got half of them up. The process seems to be going pretty well. They seem to once they get moving here, they go really quick getting these things out, and the process continues on. I'd say now they are just around to the gate on the north end of the old wreck site. So we could say that they've probably gotten half of the pilings up. They're doing a fantastic job and continuing to make progress. So hopefully this part of the process will be done very soon. Now, over in the port itself, they're really making some good headway over there as well. It looks to us like the work that the Thor has been doing is just about over. The big pieces of debris that were left on the barge have been picked up, and they have put those over onto that area of this lot that's out there, where they're going to be processed by another group. But they are pretty much, seems like the heavy lifting that they had to do with the Thor is quickly coming to an end, if not already completed. And we could definitely see that the barge that they've been putting the pieces on, they've been packing those residual pieces of the wreck onto that, and doing a great job of getting everything kind of secured onto that barge and ready for transport over to the Gulf of Mexico. It'll end up back over in Gibson, Louisiana. And when we look at the dry dock here, it's not a whole lot of stuff left on it. So this part of the operation looks like it is quickly winding up, and we may see Thor leaving the area very soon, headed back over to its home base over in the Gulf of Mexico. Here we can take a look and see some of those pieces of the ship that are on the barge. They're secured. Looks like getting ready to make that trip. You can see here those pieces of the container boxes that they pulled up. They have kind of set those out into the yard. They're going to be processed again by another operation, but they've got them kind of put out there, plenty of room to work around them. And it looks like those guys have got everything set up for whoever it is that's going to come in and process things. They've got it set up for them, and they're not just dealing with a pile. Everything's been kind of orderly, kind of laid out and ready for further processing there. Now, the barge that did have all this debris on was on down the waterfront here in the port, and it looks like they have some smaller equipment on it, and they're finishing up the cleanup job of that smaller debris that was on this. We could see crews down on there with some smaller equipment, and they were scooping and separating some more pieces off of that pile that was there, and that work looks like it is quickly winding up as well. The Dorothy Moran was on her way back in to the port to tie up, so we kind of did a little fly around and a ride along with the Dorothy Moran, a beautiful tug on its way back into port. And now a special treat for you members of the Minorcan Navy that like to hang around for the entire report. You know, sometimes we just never know what we're going to run into when we get out into the port and start looking around. And here we have a bait boat. This bait boat's actually from St.simons Marina. And look here, a visitor shows up. So we hung around with the drone and we got some of this for you guys. I want you to check out this dolphin and its involvement here with the bait boat. Just pretty awesome that we were there and caught this, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Hey, Minorcan Navy, as always, thanks for joining us again for the report. We're going to ask, if you haven't done it yet, to click on that subscribe link, give us a thumbs up, keep the comments coming, but most of all, we want you guys to stay safe out there.